everybody. Welcome to the Texas Motor Speedway for the 7th race of the NASCAR Eco Energy Series season. We are here for the AT&T 300. No cool race name because, I don't know, I'm lazy. We're at the Texas Motor Speedway. If you might have noticed, there's some things different about the walls. Don't worry about that. That's just normal. This is very normal. This is the AT&T 300. We're gonna go 100 laps for 150 miles tonight. Here from Texas. I should probably unpause the game. I'm joined by Ladovic Charette. Hello.
Hi.
Do you expect anything interesting in this race?
Apparently your INI is good, so yes. Otherwise, it's Texas, so it'll be a race, that's for sure. But hey, apparently your INI is good, so I trust what you're saying.
Yeah, we have because of the Eco Energy Series arriving at this track, we may have given the walls a little bit of a reskin for reasons. Just trust the process. I think you were there for a couple 2301 races here. I think when I did that truck race that had the massive accident.
Oh yeah, I was there. Yeah.
So yeah, this'll be a very interesting track to watch these guys race it. It's got its own challenges, and it's also, well, it's good now. Finally, we made it good somehow, but it's kind of crazy. We made it good. We have 40 cars in the field once again, as always. I'm considering maybe expanding the field for a couple of the bigger races like Indy or Daytona. But for now, we're going to go through the starting grid at Texas. Row 1, it is the 69. Dick Ball starts on the pole, already sitting 4th in the points. And on his outside is Jason Kay in the 42. Row 2, the 51, Takamoto Aya with a good qualifying effort. And the 18 of Ryan Silva, the winner at Phoenix, and he finished 2nd at Atlanta last time out. Row 3, JT Boyd in the 4, fresh off a top 10 finish, and Joshua Lyons in the number 10, who needs a good run. He's pretty well down at points. Row 4, the 36 of Zoe Moore, alongside the 39 of Arenia Tosama. Row 5, the 59 Nathan Buchanan, and the 17 of Misty Winter. In row 6, the 67 of Indiana, and the 24 Vanton Alvarez, who's in a chase spot right now. Row 7, the 95 of Bart Seiler, and the 81, Latanya Gray, Willow Springs winner. Row 8 is the 32 of Colton Wilson, and the 40 of Derek McNamara. Row 9 is the 92 of Michi Kowalska, and the 99 of Mauricia Vebelst. Row 10, the 97 of Olathe, 3rd in points, and the 21 of Jaquan LeBreakfast, 2nd in points. Pretty good row for row 10. Row 11 is the 94 Casey Johnson, and the 98 of Christian Ross, 2 teammates. Row 12, the 55, Naomi Davenport, and the 71 of Kansas City, the winner at Rio. Fairly similar track in terms of shape. Row 13, the 70 of Jackson Schwiss, and the 9 of Amani Wandayo. Row 14 is the 14 of Casey Keaton, and the 53 of Rocky DeLuca. Row 15, the 29 of Adam Townsend, Daytona Road Course winner, and the 23 of Ricky Percat. Row 16 is the 7 of Jean Lacroix, and the 12 of Alex Diodon. Row 17 is the 75 of Matthias Albright, the points leader, starts way deep in the field, and the 11 of Kyle Bell. Row 18, the 19 of Akira Tajima, and the 96 of Mikoto Iwai. Row 19 is the 63 of Caden Williams, and the 58 of Asher Amare. And making up row 20, the Razavi Racing teammates of Club Razavi and DeQuavius Bingleton, our most recent winner out at Atlanta. Bingleton literally starting dead last in this race. Gonna take a bit for him to come back from it, but hey. Drivers. We are about to go green from Texas for the 7th race of the NASCAR Echo Energy Series season. The pace car pulls off the track. It will be Dick Ball and Jason Kay that lead them to the green. Here we go. Green flag is out from Texas. And a great jump by the 69. A great move by the 51 and the 4. Those two teammates on the bottom lane are moving up through the field.
And as the 69 clears, at the back, they're only 3 wide, I think they went. And the 51 for the lead.
Takamoto Aya gonna try to lead the first lap, and she's gonna do it. We got a car that's trying to take the grass line. Oh my god, the 75.
Oh.
Whoa, the 7 just crashed right into the field. Kleb Brazavi's in it. Well,
That looks like somebody got spun.
there's 3 cars involved. Asher Mari looks like the other one. They're racing back to the line. JT Boyd's gonna try to take it.
They're extremely loose out of 4. That may just have been, you know, something related to that happened.
Yeah, maybe. That was a ridiculous crash. I did not expect the 7 to come in like that. So JT
And,
Boyd.
When she cleared the lead, the Aya almost got into Ball.
Yeah.
So we were this close to having a career ending, in a way, series ending wreck.
True. JT Boyd with the race lead so far. We've had a different leader every lap, although that's going to change this lap because we're under caution. And Dick Ball, despite starting from the pole, did not lead the first lap. He dropped back to 5th spot. That's the thing, is you slide up to the outside lane, the inside's going to absolutely take over. So nobody comes to pit
And that'll
road.
help everybody that was stuck on that outside lane. So
Yeah. I lied. There was one car that came to pit road. It was DeQuavius Bingleton. I guess he might have taken a little bit of contact in that. Yeah, I think it was the 75 who hit the grass, merged in line, and I think what happened was the 7 must have made contact with somebody and got a much worse end of it. I think what happened is he bounced into the wall and then bounced straight back into the track. Alright, well, we're under caution. We'll be back after we show you replay. We'll be back with the restart. They're like 3 wide. Oh, they're actually like 4 wide. The 75 went through the grass and just hooked the 7.
yeah.
Where did bro go? Oh, he bounced. Yep. Did literally
I mean,
exactly
that's the
what I
only
thought
way
he
you
did.
That's the only way you can come back from with that angle on the track.
Yeah.
Is by bouncing off the wall.
Jump scare.
Dude.
Yeah, I gotta see, watch from the onboard of the 58. Like, you'll see the 7 disappear. Yeah, pretty much bowling. 58,
Yeah. Actually, no. It was more like a team mission. Yeah. There you go.
Well, that's what happened to Lacroix with Albright. Albright actually managed to get away from that scot-free, so... Welcome back to Texas. We're about to go back to green flag racing. JT Boyd is the race leader. And we will take the green flag this time. Here we go. A bunch of cars really took a jump out, tried to jump out to the outside lane there. Dick Ball's making work of Silva. He's trying to get by Aya as well, and I think Ball really wants to lead a lap.
And only going too wide in multiple rows there.
The 3 wide.
As the
Oh,
36
Buchanan.
did not look quick. Oh!
He had to check up.
Buchanan almost got into the grass.
Hey, look, we made it through the turn this time, so I think single file restarts might help. Maybe. Just maybe. Just
Oh
a
no,
thought.
they're pretty wide.
That's normal. I think it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Dick Ball moves up to 3rd spot. So him trying to rebound.
No, they're fine. They were not as loose out of 4 as they were at the beginning of the race, I think.
Yeah.
But they may have learned their lesson for once. Big Bull's very quick. Look at this. He's already caught the leaders.
He's already caught the top 2 who had kind of gapped the field a little bit. Boyd and Moore pretty well out there. See Jason K is kind of all over Silva's bumper here. Ball really lost some time that time through the corner, and now Silva's going to try to take that spot away.
For the race lead.
Moore's looking.
Yeah, he's looking, but not this lap.
She's not going to get there, though, not this time. Silva's going to go for it. And Lyons is going to try to take 5th from K. Good battle back here. There's Tosima fighting with Wilson for its spot on the top 10. Here we go. No love lost between these two. They're right next to each other, but they seem to be keeping it calm right now. So, good on them. We'll see how long that stays put. Moore's still been kind of giving Boyd some looks down low, but hasn't gone for it yet. Now remember that JT Boyd led a good chunk of the race at Homestead. He led about 54 laps in that race, but he ended up falling back on strategy at the end.
Looks like they keep battling for 3rd place. That'll help the top 2.
Yeah.
Ultimately, I think maybe 2nd place needs. Oh, and no, he doesn't need help. He's doing it right now. Well, I don't know.
That's Zoe Moore in the 36. She's going for the lead. To the inside, and to the inside of the 10 is Indiana. Moore will lead at the line. So the 36 now out front. But here comes Indiana in the 67. She's looking to make a move here.
Oh, and Moore was very bad at the middle and outside of an exit of that corner. And
yeah. Here comes Indiana. That's a pace car. Indiana now leads in Texas. But here comes Boyd going right back for the lead once more. And Joshua Lyons just sitting back right behind these guys. We're curious about where Bingleton is. He started in the back, he's in 36, so he hasn't really gained a spot. He's gained like 1 spot since the restart.
well, not the top 10 drivers. It's almost the top 10 drive last bottom 10 drivers. There we go. Are starting to lose a bit the draft here, and it looks like the draft is pretty important.
Yeah. 75 of Matthias Albright, really far back. I don't know if that's because he got a bad restart, didn't catch up to the field, or if he just...
For the race lead,
Lyons.
Lyons has been very quick this whole race.
Yeah, he's charged up to the front here really quickly. Fighting with Boyd. Boyd might be that guy you want to look out for on these mile and a halves, because he's up front here. He was up front for a good chunk of Homestead. I don't know. You might want to watch out for the 4 car of JT Boyd. You also might want to watch out for the 67. Yeah.
Yeah, Dick Bowler falling back tremendously.
Yeah, Ball really has not I guess it was just qualifying pace for the 69.
May have changed him.
I think I think we're gonna have a camera focus on these two pretty much this entire race. The 99 and the 81, considering that they're not exactly the greatest of friends. And plus I need to hype up rivalries. Yep. Yep, we need more money spent on our marketing budget. A 3 wide back here. Boyd really slipped back.
We can double the marketing budget, I think, bringing the total to 0.
True. What marketing budget? Here comes Colton Wilson for the race lead. Wilson. Oh, and the caution is out. Oh, there's a crash. Oh, we have a huge crash. The 75
numbers that cover.
that was everybody.
Yeah. Well, that's saved at 67. Who's gonna stay in the lead for 300?
3 laps here. Actually, no, it doesn't. The 55 got the lead. They were racing back. Just the top 3 were racing back.
Oh
what?
no!
What?
Oh,
What?
bomb.
What? Okay. Oh no! Oh no! Oh my God! Oh, there they go. Okay, cool.
Well.
That's fire.
Arca brakes?
No, I think they're trying to sort out their positions up here, and these guys caught them so fast that they couldn't slow down.
I mean, they didn't think about slowing down in the first. They had a whole corner to slow down, but okay.
Dick Ball with heavy damage.
Oh.
I saw both the 99 and the 81 with damage.
And wait, they're trying to sort positions, but that's not a good way to do it.
No, all these cars are going to be like a lap down. And none of them are none of them are going to get the free pass. We're going to have a lot of damaged cars. So yeah, it's Naomi Davenport in the 55. That's the leader right now.
And then we're also going to have retirements from these guys that crashed on the bad straight on their caution.
Yeah. I mean, that was a lot of cars.
Yeah, that was
I think the 75. I think the 75 is fine, honestly.
No, the 75 was able to stop. The
75 got stopped. Yeah, he got stopped. He was able to recover. I think some of these cars that have come to pit road were on the lead lap, and they're coming in on based on strategy here.
Yeah.
Well,
what's the fuel window here?
It's about 60 laps.
Yeah, they're not doing.
They're not making it, no, but in theory, they would be able to take a little less fuel next stop. Although I guess it doesn't really matter. Well, we'll be back. We'll analyze this wreck, and we'll be back with the restart. And we'll get you caught up. So Alvarez gets into Olathe, and everyone just piles in. Not very much that anybody could do. The 12 flipped. The 24, I think, flipped. And there's the 75 showing up and saying hi. That's crazy. Yep. Absolutely
that.
beautiful. Beautiful scenes.
What was that car that carried for for about 200 yards in
I think
in
that
the
was the
air?
24. Yeah, it was. That is the 24. I mean, you can't tell because the number is like completely destroyed, but I I don't have very much to say about this one other than that's definitely
Yeah, I mean,
this is definitely a wreck of all time.
it's.
Bonk, bonk, bonk.
I mean, that's what I feared would happen with these cars going being so loose
Yeah.
in the trial going out of form.
Do we want it on board?
Why not?
Who should we even go on board with? Actually, I think the 17 made it through here.
Somebody is bigger than me. They did, in fact, did not.
Well, okay, they didn't have any damage, so
I mean, yeah, but they literally did not. They were kind of in the middle of this.
they were in the middle of it. But hey, you know they didn't get damaged. I like to see Albright's.
good,
I like
yeah.
to see Albright's POV actually.
All bright back shot. That's good.
Because Alvarez is Argentinian, do you think Aletha will get death threats for this one?
I don't. I mean,
Alvarez is in the 24, by the way.
definitely, yeah.
The Argentina's social media accounts revived him. Did CPR. Welcome back to Texas. We're just about to go back to the green flag here. Naomi Davenport is the leader. It is Colton Wilson, Indiana, Zoe Moore, and Joshua Lyons that make up the rest of the top 5. The green flag is back out, and we are back to racing.
Some of these cars try to go to the outside. That does not work. I don't know what they were thinking.
Some of these cars that were that are damaged, they got waved around because they were lapped under the caution, so they got the free pass. Some of those cars actually got a really good restart. JT Boyd went straight to the grass, hit the panic brake line basically, and he lost a ton of spots.
And all those damaged cars are basically those modified cars. Looks like they're
That's
very
gonna,
slow.
yeah. Well, the 11's coming back to pit road.
Did the 11 have another crash?
No. Oh, we did have another crash though. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, the 9.
The 9, the 29 of Townsend, and the 23 just
Oh.
absolutely arca-braked it. And so did the 14 of Keaton.
And they need to clear the track. They need to TP very quickly because the leaders are coming back.
And we're racing back to the line.
They're fine.
There's the 55. Yeah, we're gonna be good. Davenport will win the race back. Well, this is certainly turned into one of the races ever.
And And I think that's gonna be more than half the grid that retires, probably.
We're already down to 26 cars. Kyle Bell. The 11 actually did come back out of pit road. I think he's technically racing back to the line.
Doesn't look like it.
Hell, here comes everybody to pit road
everybody-
except for the 17 of Misty Winter. She's choosing to stay out here.
Well, considering the amount of cautions that we had today, the probability that we get another caution
Yeah.
is quite high. So, you know, if we get enough cautions, these guys that are coming in now could stretch it, I imagine.
Potentially, yeah. But Tanya Gray chose to stay out. So did the 70 and the 99 and the 96. Well, we might have, well, we're going to have some slow cars restarting at the very front of the field, so that's going to be, awesome.
Yeah. There you are. We're gonna have quite a lot of chaos. That's
All right.
Funny.
Well, we'll be back. We'll check what happened, and we will be back for the restart. So I think this was an inadvertent team kill. Yup, it was.
Wow.
Oh, the 9 just absolutely drilled in there. And then the 23 plows, and then the 14 plows.
I think the 9 might have committed murder here. No, actually, no, it was the passenger. I think.
Oh,
Yeah, no, that's involuntary manslaughter.
I don't think the 9 had anything she could have done there.
God, that car got rammed to by people at full speed twice. I don't know which one.
What, the 59?
Not the 59, the other one. The one that got a...
Oh, the 29.
Yeah, the 29, there we go.
Yeah, the 29 got hit by the 23. After the fact. There he goes. Welcome back to Texas. Finishing our third caution of the day. And we're going to the restart here. It is Misty Winter who stayed out under that last caution. She will lead them back to the green. There are 20 cars left in the field, so we have literally half the field left, and we aren't even halfway through the race.
They're 3 wide. They're 3 wide already, please. But those are because there are.
That's because those are slow cars. Slow car might be in the way. Or they could go 4 wide. You know, they could do that. It's very possible.
There's technically the space. At the front.
So Winter leads the way. Here comes Moore and Lyons, though. I don't think that 17's going to be leading for particularly long, considering she's on older tires than the rest of the field. And yeah, there goes the 36. We're going to be 3 wide for the lead.
3 wide for the lead.
Oh, the 55 hit the 39. Contact was made. Great job by Tosima to not lose the car. And Davenport roughs her way past the 39. And that may be the first time that someone has shown skill in avoiding an accident in this race.
Looks like we're having like a bad top.
And Kay has just hit the grass line. What is he cooking? 81 Latanya Gray sitting in 9th. Remember, she was involved in the second caution.
She's one of the only cars that stayed out that managed to be relatively quick.
Yeah. Here comes Zoe Moore back for the race lead. And here comes Tosima, maybe looking to make it 3 wide and get her revenge on the 55 at Davenport. Nope, Tosima decides to back off. She doesn't go for the lead. Not quite yet, at least.
the outside, that is not good. I don't know how they're thinking about this.
Yeah, the outside's just not really working. Now the 81 is starting to slip back, so...
I mean, they've caught the second group, but it's not as quick their
Yeah.
downfall as the next. So if they can get in the draft, maybe they can stay relatively on pace.
Here comes Tosima for the race lead.
And they're
Oh,
looking to
everyone
get
just
three,
checked
four
up. They were
wide.
4 wide almost. Davenport will hang on to the lead here. They thought about 4 wide. That was crazy.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, we're lucky nobody cut the track, because I could have ended very badly. Nobody did.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure having such a lead is a good idea here, because the draft seems to be very strong.
Definitely the draft is important here.
So yeah, these cars are going to come back on the 55 and overtake them very quickly, I'd imagine.
So Davenport leads. It is Lyons, then Moore, then Kowalska, then Tosima in the top 5. Wilson, Albright, the points leader, coming into this race. Involved in that first caution. Has managed to drag himself back up to 7th.
Well, he was
I mean, yeah, involved in, like, massive quotation marks. I don't think he actually... he wasn't... I don't think he was, like... He wasn't wrecking, but he was, I think he was kind of part of the cause of it.
Well, we'll see on the replay, I guess.
Yeah. Lyons goes for the race lead. Here comes the 10 car.
And the 36 looked very quick, but they went to the outside, so yeah, that is not a right decision.
Yeah, that doesn't help more. You know what it is helping is Irina Tosima in the 39. Every time she gets shuffled out, she comes right back. She might go 3 wide for the lead. Now she backed off.
But yeah, they're very racy. They're constantly 3 wide. I don't know if they want to wreck again, but that may not be the greatest of choices. The 36 more went to the inside, had to check up a bit.
I mean, to be fair, I would say I don't think they have enough cars to wreck, but at this point, I feel like saying that would just be a challenge.
But I mean, they probably don't. But maybe slow cars, maybe something like that. By the way, how are the slow cars doing? Oh no, they're not doing great. They're not doing great.
There's the 96 of a Y, about 2 seconds off the pace. Same for, actually, Y is like 3 seconds off. Schwiss is like 2 seconds off. No matter if they're damaged or not, these two just cannot lead each other. Gray and Vebels are both about the same pace here.
So
Tosima did take the lead, but here comes the 36 of Moore.
Yeah, right now they're just cycling for the lead between like 5 cars.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's the middle of the race. But
Would you believe it if I told you? Would you believe it if I told you the very first race I ever ran at this track was caution-free for like 90 laps? Like, it seems really hard to believe, considering that like every other race I've done at this version of Texas has always been like really clean, and then a massive crash like just messes everything up. I believe these guys would still have to pit one more time for fuel.
Well, apparently, as you said during one of the cautions, the pit window is 60 laps. They went in with 17 to go. So if there's not another caution, it's impossible. You cannot save 10 laps of fuel.
They're gonna catch the 96 here. Again, just a reminder that I don't DQ slow cars on tracks like these. Frankly, if you get blocked by a lap car, I tend to consider it a skill issue.
I mean, here it's gonna it's maybe more of an issue about Rex.
I mean, I would still consider it a skill issue. If you can't get
No,
by
it
a lap
is,
car without wrecking. Like the only
Yeah,
place
you may
I
stop.
wouldn't do it is at a plate track where I would say, like, yeah, it's kind of hard to move out of line for a lap car.
Talking about lap cars.
There's the 96 Y. They've caught him, and Kansas City cannot get by him. Here comes JT Boyd in the 4 car. He's coming right back to the race lead. Whoa, the 71.
Wow, it's 3-1 almost up.
He jumped right to the outside. Woo, they were tight. 75 almost hooked himself off the 67. They're coming to halfway this time.
Luckily, that's the slowest of the lap cars, so the other cars should not be nearly as bad.
Ryan Silva, who's got spun under a caution, is up into 3rd place. He's shown up, and we have taken the cross flag, so we're halfway home from Texas, and Irenia Tosima in the 39 car leads the way this time by. Ryan Silva, who's been the master of just... He's been the closer in this series. He's just shown up at the end pretty much every race. Homestead, he got a P2.
There.
Phoenix.
Wasn't he there at the beginning as well? Didn't
I mean, yeah, but
before the
this
first
track is very much a cycle track, so
yeah. There's 20 cars. Well, there's maybe like 10 cars with a realistic chance of winning.
yeah,
So-
true.
So you can cycle quite quickly here.
Davenport back to the lead. Silva did lead at the line last time by. He's not going to be anywhere close to the lead. Davenport will go back to the front with Boyd in 2nd. And both of the Azelhard Autosport cars up in the top 10. Great run for that team. The 55 and the 75. Those two are teammates. We got JT Boyd battling for the lead.
Looks like they're starting to diet down a little bit, being a little bit more, 1 car wide, maybe 2 car wide. So if we can get a long green flag run, we won't complain.
I mean, we've kind of already had one. We've been green since about lap 30-ish. So I think this is the longest green run we've had so far. If we can get a green run to the end like we did at Atlanta, like that would be would be cool.
Where is that car that stayed out?
Which car?
The car that stayed out that wasn't
17.
down.
There she is. She's in
Yeah.
11th spot right now.
Yeah, that's the pattern we don't have. A lot of
I think these two know that if they go after each other, they're gonna it's just gonna hurt. It's just gonna hurt more. So they might as well just try to work together here.
I mean, there's not really a lot you can do in that situation when you're so far back. You can just
When they're so far off the pace
it'll
like
be
that,
more
yeah.
about it'll be more about going to the outside quickly and not blocking the leader from the mid-range. The
Kansas
31
City.
after getting blocked.
Yeah, he got blocked by that lap car, but he went right, but he's back to the lead. It kind of reminds me of Rio de Janeiro, where he had a really fast car, got blocked by a lap car, fell back. He was able to work his way right back up to the lead and win the race. So hey, Kansas
Not a
City.
good corner though, and the 55 luck. But nothing yet. Oh, will they go in the 8 sign in turn 1?
I think
Left
she
one.
is. I think she's going
yes,
for it.
I
Yes, Davenport goes for it. Yep.
That was more in turn 2. I'm technically white.
Yeah. I would say the 55 and the 4 look like probably the cars you're going to want to have to beat, and maybe the 39, but that might be my bias showing.
I mean, I think they've all quite have a chance at the top 10 right now, but Kansas City's not going down without a fight.
No.
Like for the race team.
He's putting up a pretty good fight here. But again, they're going to catch another lapper here pretty quickly. They're going to catch the 70 of Jackson Schwiss here.
if this time he can.
They might catch him on
pretty
this
fast
lap.
to go on to him. Oh, they probably will. I mean, turning 3 or 4. Otherwise, it's gonna
In
be
3 or 4, or
turn
maybe
1 or
down the
2 next
front.
time.
I'd be most worried about the front, honestly.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be the front.
Where is Kansas City going? And he's in the wall. Good move.
Kansas City and lap traffic do not go together.
Back
Hey,
to
that-
lead goes
except for
Davenport.
Except for Kansas City, everybody will.
Well, you
Be
say that, and
really
the
good
36
with the
decided to
lap.
hang behind the 71 for some reason. And Kansas City only
Well,
lost 2
that's
spots.
just stupidity. That is just stupidity then.
Oh, the 75 got the wall. Alright, went way up the track in turn 4. I think he hit the wall in corner exit.
I mean, the tires are starting to die a little bit now.
Yeah, the tires are
It's-
starting to
it's
wear
been-
off.
It's been 30 laps. That's the most these guys have done today. on these
Yeah,
tires.
they've worn about a second off the tires, so. Here comes Tosima back for the race lead. I would say Tosima has been in need of some good luck, but she's kind of had a very, very respectable, quiet season so far. Like, I don't think she hasn't really been all that far off. Her only real bad finish was Homestead, and she hasn't DNF'd a single race yet, so. Regardless, I think they'd absolutely take. I think anybody would absolutely take a win, as it gets you in contention for that wild card spot, for one of the 2 wild card spots on the chase.
And in general, winning is good. Even if you don't need a win, it's always fun. to
Yeah.
win.
That's true. I mean, ask Christian Ross about that. He's like 39th in points, but he won at Homestead,
Ow.
and he doesn't have a single other finish of higher than 25th. So. And actually, he's going to stay that way
I
because he's
mean-
already retired from this race.
Hey, at this, yeah, it's just fun to win. Then especially when you're that far down and you
Yeah.
don't really have a chance of making the playoffs, except if you get a magistral one if the 55 goes to race lead once more.
Davenport back to the front. Yeah, Davenport also would be kind of in need of something like a win or something like that. Davenport back in 24th, she was tied with Townsend in points.
And if she wins, it'll be completely earned. She's been out front this entire race, it seems like, at least for the
Absolutely.
past 50 laps.
Yeah. I think Kansas City or Silva would also probably take a win as well. You get that second win, that gets you a lot more solidified spot in the chase because of how the wildcard system works. There's 3 wide back here. They are approaching that pit window. I would say the pit window will probably open around lap 80 to 90, somewhere in there.
Well, the cars that I don't know, the cars that stayed out at the first stop, they're probably coming down to the pits now, or have already come down to the pits. I don't know where they are, but
Where is the 17? She's all the way back here, yeah. I mean, that just shows how important tires are, because she's well down on
Yeah,
tires.
I think all those cars are cars that did not come down during that
Yeah.
5 car. I don't know if 5 cars enough to not get caught by the leaders there. My worry would be getting caught by the leaders. Oh, they're not.
Those are some lap cars. They're gonna catch the 96 again, I believe.
Oh, the 96 is extremely slow.
Yeah, they're gonna lap the 96 at least twice here. It's very possible that it could
And-
be a 3rd time.
I mean, they've lapped him in about 20 laps. So yeah.
I mean, I guess it could be worse. Here goes Ryan Silva for the race lead.
Could be different. You could be disqualified for pit stupid.
That's true. You could be at that point. Matthias Albright seems to be doing a pretty good job of holding his points lead. Considering that pretty much the entire rest of the top 4 is out of the race in some fashion. Actually, yeah, all of the rest of the top 4 is out of the race, and 5th place, Ryan Silva. Well, Silva came in 16 back, so it would be very hard for Silva to take a spot away from Albright.
Boyd was running up front at some point. It was very quick. But now it's been a long time since he went down the other.
Yeah, that is true.
Ninth, and he hasn't ninth. There's 9 cars in that lead pack.
I mean, he's at least staying with the lead group.
Well, yeah, obviously, but yeah, I mean, for how long? If he continues to get blocked by that.
The 96, yeah. I mean, the 55 is also in this boat, too. The 55 is also being blocked by the lapper.
That would be unfortunate for the 55, considering how quick they've been.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. She could probably make her way back up there. They're going to catch the 99 and 81 now.
That's going to be more interesting. They're not as slow as the cars that
yeah.
already lapped. So they may put up a bit of a battle if they're not quite right, but let's hope they go to the outside and let this interesting race battle.
Yeah.
Battle for the lead. As the 10 goes to the inside. Oh, and if I don't know if I want to be the first car to catch these lap cars.
Yeah, it hasn't really gone that great for most of these guys. Although, I guess Davenport wasn't the first to catch the lappers. I think it was Silva. And now Silva's getting absolutely shuffled right back. Dropped to 5th place now.
I mean, it's a cycle. Well, it's not as much as a cycle race as it was at the beginning, but it's still kind of a cycle race. So if you, as they came,
Hey, the lappers did go to the outside. Look, you didn't jinx it.
For once, they're not stupid.
That's crazy.
And as I say that, the 99 blocked Silva. Oh no, it's Albright.
Well, Silva's also in there too, so.
Well, yeah, but I mean, they're doing their best. They're doing their best. That's that.
They're trying to keep pace. I think this 17 pitted under, like, the second caution and then stayed out on the third one, because there wasn't a lot of time between those 2 cautions. It was like 5 laps, I think.
Yeah. If you know, from these 2 cars that we've just caught, as you see there, the 71 of Kansas City going for 2nd place. Between those 2 cars, the 99 Vibbles has no chance, but the 81 of Gray might be able to stay in that pack in the draft.
Maybe, yeah.
They've shown quite a bit of speed at the beginning of the run, where they were still in the back.
To be honest, here's the thing that I'm now concerned about, because we're pretty deep into this run. We went green on lap 30. We're approaching lap 80. We're going to be 50 laps in. What are these guys going to do for strategy? I don't think they're going to be able to make it on fuel.
Well, they're not. They're not. But,
like, at most, you could probably stretch it to 65. And even then, I think that's extremely borderline.
They may just be waiting for a caution at this point. Because if you come on down now,
if you come down now kind of and the caution comes out, I mean, you're screwed. Like, well, that puts you a lap down.
That's why they're not coming down. That's why they're not coming down. But otherwise, if you come down now, I'm imagining it would be a great call. Actually, no, because since the draft is so important, you really need the draft. So
Yeah, you need someone to pit with.
You know what?
Although I guess if everyone gets split up, then suddenly the draft isn't as important.
I mean, there's already only 9 cars in that
Yeah.
lead pack. So if I don't know, if a team or a constructor decides to come down to pit lane, there's only 5 cars or 6 cars in that lead pack. It's very easy to keep up with them by only having a couple of guys.
I mean, the battle for 10th is basically its own thing. Like, these guys kind of know. I think these guys know that they're not going to catch the front 9.
Yeah.
And even then, the front 9
I mean,
aren't really... The front 9 are a bit split up anyways.
well, yeah, but they're still staying in a draft, so
That is true. They're staying in a draft and they're able to cycle somewhat well. Lions goes back to the lead.
At this point, they're cycling between maybe 1 and 5th. You can cycle like 5 positions and then go back 5 positions and cycle.
Yeah.
7th to 9th, though, I just noticed it's starting to lose.
They're starting to, they're starting to drop off.
I think that happened because of the lap car. I think the lap cars split up the field, and well, as I say that, they're coming back on the top Saints.
Matthias Albright points leader up to 2nd spot now. And Albright is probably going to have a huge points lead after this race.
I mean, don't jinx it. Something bad could happen.
I mean, yeah, I guess you're true. Silva's still in the race, and Silva's about 16 back. But that's like pretty much the only one who's left that could theoretically have a shot at being close to him. If something were to happen to the 75.
They're gonna catch 2 lap cars very soon now.
51 just pitted.
Oh, 1 lap car.
Yeah, one of those lap cars just pitted. Just was like.
Now, if they're coming down on lap 84, that's weird. That means they definitely don't have enough time.
Yeah, well, I mean, at that point, you're just kind of like, cut your losses, come to pit road now, so you don't get lapped. At least not on
Well, they're
track.
gonna get lapped anyway.
To be fair, you pit early, you take tires earlier. That'll get you out a little further out in front of the leaders for a little bit.
Buchanan's blocking.
Yeah,
Lions there.
Buchanan was not playing nice with Lions there.
Well, you see, Buchanan's what I was talking about cars being able to be fast enough to block consistently those guys, and now, well, if the 75 Albright doesn't get rid of him very quickly, Lion's gonna have quite the lead.
Yeah.
It's already quite the lead now. Look at that. More than 5 tenths at least.
Alright, is finally going to get to the inside. Yeah, the 59 is not going to be an easy lap car to pass. I mean, the 10 struggled to get around him, so...
The 4 after being at the back of that pack for
quite
about
a
20
bit.
laps
Yeah,
back on now.
He's back up to 3rd. Nice solid recovery for JT Boyd.
I mean, he didn't recover that.
And
He
another-
was still in the top 10, you know.
81 car came to pit road, and the 96 is coming down to pit road now. I was hoping he'd just retire. Sadly, that was not the case. Sorry, My fault.
I mean, if she's able to have a long pit stop and already get 3 laps down, let's pray.
Sadly, she has been released from her pit stall, so... I mean, this is the battle for 10th. It's way back here between Indiana... I mean, Indiana's kind of pulled away, actually, from the rest of these guys, which is Kay, Wilson, and Seiler. I see
I mean,
Vevelst
it's
has
only
come
4
in,
cars,
and the
so
17 is now
Oh.
in.
the 7, but oh, I
There's
did
the
not
70.
pit it yet.
17
Oh,
hadn't
these are the
pitted
cars.
yet. Yeah, these are the cars that stayed
Oh.
out.
Oh,
Yeah, we might have some
well, that
strategy
changes
here.
a lot. That may come down to a fuel mileage race. Everybody loves that.
It is very possible this could be a fuel mileage deal. It's either this is fuel mileage or everyone is short, and it's basically going to be a pit stop that wins the race.
Either that, or or we were completely wrong, and they're able to race it out to the end.
There's Schwitz coming out on track. Kay just came in. He pitted under the last yellow, I'm pretty sure.
Maybe some cars have been saving fuel and not others.
Yeah, this is interesting.
You gotta remember, from those guys that stayed out, they went about.
And the
I don't
4
know.
has a coolant leak, apparently. JT Boyd has a
Oh.
mechanical issue. 0.139.
Well, that's fine. That's fine.
I
If he's
think
able
he
to stay in
should
the
be
draft.
able to survive it out to the end of the race. Never mind, he's coming to pit road now. Not a bad call, honestly.
Well,
If-
it's not a.
It's not a bad call if everyone else has to pit.
I think it's a good call if everybody else has to bet, because if he's able to get with a partner or somebody like that,
Yeah.
stay in the draft, somebody else, you'll be able to
Albright
exploit
tries
more
to
of
go
those
by Kansas City for
times.
second. Joshua Lyons is out front right now. He's trying to reel in the 17 of Misty Winter and put her lap down. But the question now is, does Lyons have enough fuel? Do any of these cars that are still out there have enough fuel to get to the finish?
I think Lyons staying, being isolated in front like that's not a good thing. He's not able to save as much fuel, so.
Oh,
If
75's
fuel
peeling
isn't
down,
needed-
10's peeling down, they can't make it!
no. Oh no.
It is fuel mileage.
Yeah.
How many of these cars are going to be able to make it on fuel? If any. We
Well,
still have 5 laps to go.
Here's the thing. Some of these cars have spent the entire race basically in the draft since they came in, so I don't know. Maybe.
71 stayed out, 92's pitting, 55 is in, 39 is in. Kansas City and Ryan Silva both stayed out.
Yeah,
So did Zoe Moore.
yeah, that means nobody's able, because some of these cars that came in were cars that basically were in the draft for the entire time. So.
Yeah. I wonder if maybe some of these cars that were really far back might try and go long. Art Seiler hasn't pitted yet in the 95 car. He's still out there on track. These cars just pitted, so the 71, 18, and 36 are in now. So yeah, there comes everybody. Yes, there is. Okay, the 95 is coming in. And I believe the 32 is going to come in as well. He's in the same boat. Is he?
No, he's
Oh,
staying.
no, he was with the 40. Oh, no, he's with the 42, I'm pretty sure. I think he already pitted.
It may be possible. So who is the leader?
Well, let's watch the 71 and the 18. 71 did win the race out between these three, but we're going to have to watch the 10.
Look at
Yeah, the 10's going
Not
to
gonna be close.
pass him. It's not going to be close. Well, I don't know. It might be close.
oh. And if the 71 can block the 10, that's gonna be
71
great
held
for these
out.
cars in second and oh wow. And the 10 managed to get a very strong half a second lead here, but it's all over.
2 to go.
That leads.
Kansas City out front. Can he hang on for 2 more laps and get his second win of the season? Michi Kowalska is in second.
Everybody else battling is not a good thing.
We have not mentioned her name not really that much at all. White flag is out, 1 to go. Can Kansas City hang on? Does the 92 have something?
To be fair, the 92 was able to stay in about the top 5 for the entire race.
Yeah,
he
that
just
is
didn't
true.
move position.
She just kind of showed, she's just kind of playing her cards right here at the end. But Kansas City,
It's not going to be enough.
yeah, she's not going to have enough to get to the 71. It'll be Kansas City, second win of the year. Kansas City wins in Texas.
The 439 got a slow stop, I imagine. No, they came down early.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, coming down early was not a good call at all.
14 cars finished the lead lap.
Out of 20, that's good.
Well, that
That was
was what we call
that.
Texas. Good race, actually. I thought the fuel mileage at the end was actually really interesting.
Yeah,
It actually
this
changed.
was-
It actually.
This was actually, I mean, if you cut out the first 30 laps, this is an incredible race. Like, we've had a lot of lead changes, probably more than 40, I'd imagine, or maybe 30, I don't know, but somewhere around that.
Well,
And
we did have
the strategy was very
we had 31 at Atlanta, and I can check that because I can check the export, because you know obviously I have the export.
yeah. No, really?
No, I don't. Oh, we had 35 late changes. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go, 35.
So yeah, that is
But, yeah.
that is more than we had at Atlanta. Yeah.
Had a
What,
new,
what did you think of this race?
Very cool, surprisingly. Better than real Texas. But that's the part.
That's an extremely low bar.
I mean, it's yeah, but yeah, it was a good race. We had a good lead change, good amount of lead changes. We had a good battle all over the field. It was kind of late-ish at the beginning. That was, I don't like break racing, so it wasn't for me. But after that, they went in a straight line. It was quite cool. Good race strategy, and in the end, Kansas City won. Was still at the front for a lot of this race. So
Oh yeah.
we don't have a crazy winner that shouldn't have won at all.
11 different leaders in this race. Matthias Albright will absolutely extend his point lead. He finished 5th, and his closest competitor that finished the race was Silva, who was 6th, who finished a spot behind. So Albright should have at least a 17-point lead going into the next race at Nazareth. We'll be at that triangular track in eastern Pennsylvania. Yes, there are 2 of them, somehow.
They don't know how to draw circles in that part of the country.
I guess not. I mean, Nazareth is such a weird track because it's like a trioval, but like the trioval you have to slow down for.
It is quite fun. Like,
Yeah, it is. I quite like Nazareth, and I'm gonna be joined by Liam in that one. And then next week after that, we're off to Japan. We're going to Motegi. And
is the race at 2 a.m.
I mean, it could be.
Or they're gonna race in the middle of the night.
Would be accurate for my sleep schedule at this point.
Fair.
But yeah, and then after that we'll be at our first premier event of the season, the Harvest 300 from Indianapolis. And yes, this series has 2 premier events because What's the good in having just one big race when you have two big race?
Why did you decide it was a premiere event?
Because why not?
Fair.
So yeah,
This
we'll see you. I'll see you guys at Nazareth. Have a good night, gang. Till next time.